Hello, Internet. Um, Sorry for doing the video this way, but I just didn't really have it in me to sit down and record and then go through the process of editing. And so I'm just trying to squeeze this in before bed. So this is going to be a single take video. I'll try to get all of this out in one go here. So just bear with me. First of all, I'm doing a bit better in terms of my depression. I'm less. I definitely am less depressed, but it's still not great for me. And then paired with that is a rather healthy dose of anxiety. This past week, I did not feel well at all. I called out from work a lot. I was out Sunday. No, I worked Sunday. I was out Monday. I tried to work Tuesday and had to go home early, and then I called out Wednesday. So I don't know how to describe how I feel. It's hard to separate what I'm feeling from the anxiety, because a lot of what I'm feeling feels like that, but it also feels like my health is getting worse. And this is seemingly confirmed, because when I went to see my oncologist, we talked a bit more about the results of my CT scan. I mentioned in the last video that he discovered that one of my adrenal glands has enlarged. And the way he described this, I didn't know this. The adrenal glands sit on top of your kidneys, almost like a hat. And one of them has doubled in size. He said that's, on its own, that's not like bad, but it is a sign of the progression of the disease. And it's also an indicator that the capecitabine is not working anymore. That would be the oral chemotherapy that I've been on. And so he wants to take me off of that and give me something else. Shoot, I don't have the paper he gave me. He with the name and explanation, whatever. Anyway, but this other type of it's still an oral chemotherapy. It's still a pill. And the way that one works is I take it for 5 days, and then I'm off for like a weekend, and then I take it for 5 days, and then I'm off for 2 weeks, and then I start again. So that, he said, has a good track record for dealing with it in this way, this new development. I don't know if it's a development, progression would be a better word. And he talked about how the marker, the cancer marker, has gone up a lot. Again, just another sign of the progression of the disease. And so we're just looking at what can be done to address that with, like, with this new medication. He once again, last week he brought up the infusion, which I turned down. No, he didn't bring that up again. I did ask about any other alternative treatments, and he said that there aren't any. There's like one other medication, and then there's the infusion that I've been turning down, and that's kind of it. And I asked what my options were, and he said, the capecitabine is just not working anymore, so it's not a good idea to stick with that. This new medication, start on that and see how that goes. He did list the possible side effects. I was really hoping that fatigue would not be among them, because of how friggin' exhausted I've been. And unfortunately, no. He said pretty much all chemotherapy comes with that. But he also included nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, and I think a couple other things, none of which sounded appealing. He did say that doesn't always happen. but it could. And so I may be looking at some pretty nasty side effects. And I'm not looking forward to that at all, because that's a big deal for me. Nausea and vomiting when I was undergoing chemo, that was one of the worst things about it. And then that just pervasive feeling of just being sick all the time. Unfortunately, that's not what I've been going through with the capecitabine, but now that's no longer an option. So we have to move on to something else. I've been feeling very anxious, I've been feeling sick. And I guess what I mean when I say that is, like, there were times once I was done with chemo, like, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any kind of symptoms. I didn't feel like I had cancer. I could go days, weeks, and pretend I didn't have it and just, like, not even think about it. I could just live my normal life. And then ever since the cancer came back and I started getting that, that bloating from the buildup of fluid in my belly, and having to go for paracentesis, and like, that definitely made me feel like it was a constant reminder. And then just lately, with the exhaustion, and then just feeling it just throughout my body. And again, I don't know if I can say that this is the cancer or if this is the anxiety, but, like, I'll get this feeling in my chest, and I'll get, like, this prickly feeling on my palms, and I feel like it's sometimes described as a sense of impending doom. And that's kind of what it feels like. It has never felt more real to me how close I am to dying. And it's like, now I'm wondering, like, how soon, like, it's really starting to feel like it's getting down to that, like, down to the wire. But of course I don't know when that's going to be. And so it's like I don't know when I'm going to go, but it feels like it's like, obviously I'm closer to that line than I was before. And I mentioned last week about how I felt so defeated that I was just sitting down and sort of letting myself be pushed to that edge. And now it's like I'm starting to feel the fear, which I suppose is a good thing, because that's a survival instinct, and, like, that's what fear is for. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever truly felt as terminal as I do now. Like, it's been a fact, but it's like there's a difference between, like, knowing a fact and feeling the reality of it, and I'm feeling the reality of it. And so I don't know what to do with that. In other news, I got my paracentesis done, and that one was actually the same day that I went to see the oncologist. It was before. I went in, it was so fast. I went in at 7:30 in the morning, and I was out by 9. That, an hour and a half, that is faster than they've ever done it. I'm usually prepared to spend 4 hours in a hospital for that. And I was so happy for that. And this was actually at a different hospital, which is closer to me. And when the option came up about how they want to do this regular, once every 2 weeks, I picked that hospital. They said that Fridays work best for them because they are wide open. And if they're wide open, then the wait times should be about the same. Like, I get in, I get my my vitals taken, I sit and wait, and then they come and get me, and then they do the procedure, and then I have to wait until they're sure that I can go home, and then I go home. And like if we can do that consistently, then that's where I want to do it. So that's what I put in for, and that's what they're going to schedule me for. I finally got the biopsy scheduled. That's not until September 10th, I think. Um, and what else? Oh, and I've got this stupid chemo class. I mean, it's like before when they have you come in and they go over all the possible side effects, and you sign a paper that that says that you were informed and whatever, and then they'll start me on that. So yeah. I tell you what, with everything that's going on right now, with how often I've been having to call up from work, and how sick I've been feeling, and how anxious I am seriously considering taking an extended leave of absence from work. I don't know how that works. It's not a vacation, but I would have to put in for it. And I'm still not sure if I want to go fully on disability, because that's kind of a big step. Because I've mentioned before, I would not be able to do any work. I wouldn't be able to work at all. I would, and if I came back from work, I would lose the rest of my disability. It's not like I can start and stop it. I can, and then start it again. I would have to do all of it or none of it. So I don't know, but I am seriously considering taking some extended time off of work, just to, I don't know, just to process, just to take some time for myself, just to relax. My dad is coming the last week of August, for a week, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. So maybe if I get the time off, and then I can spend that wholly, completely with my dad, and that'll help, maybe. But we'll see. But yeah, that's it. That's where I am right now. Certainly not ideal. It's not good news. It's not the worst news. But I just got to keep plugging away, keep moving forward. I'm doing a lot of writing. Got a lot of writing done today, actually, and I was very happy about that. I'm going to continue to try to get that done as much as possible. There are a lot of stories that I have yet to write that I really want to finish while I can. So I'm going to try to work on that. Maybe, if I do take time off, it would give me more time to work on that and get that finalized. So yeah, that's it. That's what I got. Once again, I'm sorry that I'm not able to respond to previous video comments. I did see a lot of people telling me it's okay, take your time, come back when you're ready, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I've seen a lot of comments, very encouraging comments, and compliments, and I do want you all to know that I do appreciate that very much. But yeah, that's it for this one. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is being safe out there. I know it seems like everything's all open again, and you don't have to wear a mask anymore. But like, come on, guys! Like the Delta variant is the thing, and it's a big deal. So please get vaccinated, wear a mask in public, social distance. It ain't over. So that's just my 2 cents on the topic. Okay, that's it for this one. I'll see you next week. So until then, take care.